Hi guys, I have some products for the new release for Spellbinders for July 2022. As this video goes out, I am probably driving to Pittsburgh to visit my friend Tracy, so you are catching the recorded version, but I hope you enjoy, and I'll put the links down below if you feel inclined to purchase anything. Okay, so this is the brand new Ice Skate Etch die. And what I have done ahead of time is I have cut it out of 3 pieces. So I've cut it out of white, kind of pearlescent cardstock. Okay. And then black cardstock and silver cardstock. And all I'm going to do here is assemble this by just applying some of my fine line glue. My daughter just finished 3, I don't know if you call them like seasons or sessions of ice skating. So we're taking a little break for the summer, and then she'll go back in and she'll be learning basic 4 class of ice skating. They were 6 week sessions. And she got all the way up to level 3, and then the next one would be level 4. So now the bottom part here is just going to be the silver portion, or the actual blade of the skate. Now I don't know why we always associate ice skates with wintertime. I guess because all the images that we see of ice skating in the wintertime, whoops, that's up a little too high, are, you know, people skating on frozen lakes and things like that. I've never skated on a frozen lake. I have ice skated in a skating rink, but never on a frozen lake. Okay, so there it is assembled. Now I'm just going to take some embroidery thread. As you guys know, stitching is very popular with the Spellbinders releases. So I have some embroidery thread in white here. Let me find the end. And then I have a pretty big needle. And I'm going to grab a little piece of Scotch tape. And I'm going to cut that in half. And put that aside for a second. And I'm going to grab just a few inches of this thread. That's good. We don't need too much. Put that through my needle here. And I want to use the whole thing. I know sometimes when you guys do the stitching, you pull a couple of threads out because there's like 5 threads or 6 threads in there. I want to keep this fairly thick because this is supposed to be laces on your skate. So I'm not taking any of those threads out now. If I can get it through the eye here without shredding, that would be a lot easier. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to take that piece of tape, and I'm actually going to thread this in through the first hole here. I kind of want to double this up actually, so before I thread, let me make sure I have this the way I want it. There we go. And from the bottom, I'm going to pull through, and I have that folded over so it's doubled now, so it looks like 2 laces. And from here I'm going to put that little piece of Scotch tape. Once I can get these even. Why are these not even? There we go. Okay, so now I have a little piece of that Scotch tape, and it's clear, and it's just going to tape my laces down. And all I'm going to do is just go round and round, you know, as if I am lacing this up. This is very simple to do. Of course, it's optional. You can do any color that you want. I may not have cut enough embroidery thread here. Okay, I didn't. That's okay. And then I'm going to take the last piece of tape and just kind of tuck that behind there. All right, and then I'm just going to snip this off. It's not a big deal that it's not long enough because we can just tuck that skate behind. Okay. All right, so we have our two skates. See? All right, so now we're going to do our background, and we have the snowflake background, which is nothing new. And then I have a piece of the Color Essentials cardstock. This is a dark blue, and I have some of the opal foil here, okay? And this is a very iridescent opal foil. This is going to give us a subtle hot foil look. I have the glimmer here. We're going to just unplug it and plug it back in because it's been sitting here a moment. And my piece of cardstock is cut down to 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to put my snowflake down and then just lay this on one side here. And we're going to wait till that turns green, and then we're going to run it through. What I also want to show you guys are the new glimmer sentiments. They're called Merry Glimmer Sentiments. And the two that I'm going to hot foil are Season's Greetings. They have the matching dies, and this is something I always say about Spellbinders is most of the time when you are getting sentiments in their glimmer sets, and this would be rather, even if you get like the glimmer of the month, they will oftentimes put the matching die. So you don't have to worry if you don't foil straight because you have the die to cut that out. So we have Season's Greetings. Oops. We have Christmas. Of course, we have Merry, Wishes. Here's Merry. And I think this one says Greetings. Nope, Sending. Bright. Okay, and then here's a little ampersand. So you can put Merry Christmas, you can put Season's Greetings, you can put Sending Wishes, Merry and Bright, and you have the little ampersand here. So there's quite a few different ways you can do these greetings, and again, they all have, even the ampersand, have the matching die. So this is a nice little set. So I'm going to use Season's Greetings for this card. I'm going to put the rest of these back in my little baggie here so I don't lose them. And my timer is blinking now. It went to green, so I hit the start button. I'm going to bring the glimmer machine up. We're going to do the background in the snowflakes with the opal because I just want it to be subtle. I don't want my hot foil snowflakes to take over the card. And then the sentiments, we're going to use that same dark blue, but we cut a piece of silver prism, and that's what we're going to use to hot foil these sentiments, and then we'll die cut those out. Okay, timer is done. We're going to release it from our glimmer and just carefully roll that through. Okay, so now that's one side of the background. Now I don't want to remove this and expose it yet. I'm just going to flip it over and do the other side. And as you can imagine, yes, that is quite hot, which is why it's trying to curl up on me. And I'm not too worried about that being straight. I just want it to be subtle in the background. Okay, so we're going to let that warm up. I think I'm going to glue the laces down here. And then maybe make it look like these two are tied together. Lost my little flamingo scissors. Oh, there they are. I fell down the bottom of the bag. Okay, platform is ready. And I think I'll put a little bit of foam tape behind the one so that there's some dimension when I put the skates together. Okay, so basically going to do the same thing, just kind of, because you're not going to see the back skate really too much. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape behind there. And then we'll put a little bit of foam tape on this one. Glue this back here, or I'll just put another piece of tape to speed it up. Okay, so all my thread is taped down now, and a little piece of foam tape on that one. Yes, like that. Okay, and I'm just going to take this, put it through, and then I will tie a little, like a ribbon or something on there. There we go. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a second. Hot foil plate is done. And let's get to assembling this card. Now, if you wanted to do a third pass in the middle, you could. I'm not going to worry about that. Take that off. And I want to do my sentiments, which I have right here, which we're going to die cut out, so they don't need to be straight or perfect. So we're going to die cut them. Warm that up. Okay, guys, the sentiments are just about done. Let me reveal this so you can see it. And again, this is a clear opal foil, so when it transfers, it's going to be very subtle. But I think it looks great on this background. And then any excess that you have, like in the center here, you can just take a mono eraser and erase those off of there. Okay, that looks fine. So I have my card base on my background. Perfect. Okay, our sentiments are done now. Oops. I'm going to give that a second to cool down. I'm going to grab my cutting plates. Okay, let's reveal this foil. And again, this is the Prism foil. It's a silver holographic. Okay, pretty good. A little bit of underfoiling, but I'm not right there at the top of the greetings on the T. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. I think it came out pretty good. So we're going to die cut this. Okay, and now it's just assembly. So we're going to pop out our sentiments here. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, and let's assemble this. So we have our card base. And again, I already had this cut down to 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and then we're going to bring our skates in. Put them like that. Oh, I should have lined them up before I put them on the card. They're a little large. Okay, I'm going to bring them a little closer together. You could just do one, but I like them as a pair. Okay, so bring those a little closer together. That looks good. I'm going to cut this. Just going to tie it into a knot so that it looks like you're carrying your skates, right? And we'll just let that hang down. Okay, and I do like this popped up, so I'm going to add a little bit more foam tape to this. So obviously this is a holiday launch. You're going to see for July, August, and September, I believe, yeah, July, August, and September, Spellbinders launching their holiday designs, and there's going to be dies and embossing folders and glimmer plates, of course. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you can keep up to date on that. And now my ice skates are nicely going to fit on the front of my A2 size card. Foam tape on there. I have my little thread holding my laces down. I have my sentiment here, which says Season's Greetings. And I'm just going to put some glue on there. Got this kind of tone-on-tone effect going on. So now is a great time to get jump started on your holiday cards. If you make 1 or 2 a week before Christmas gets here, you will be surprised at how many you get done. And again, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be showcasing the products that I picked out of the new release from Spellbinders to demonstrate to you guys. And of course, you know I'm going to do a lot with the glimmer. If you have any questions, post it below. I want to know, have you ever been ice skating? All right. If you had fun watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on foiling.